Africa and Europe stand together at the threshold of a new era. At the AU-EU Business Forum 2025, leaders from government, business and finance came together with a clear purpose: to accelerate high-impact investment in Africa's natural, financial and human potential. With nearly 900 participants, the forum became a platform for meaningful dialogue and a catalyst for action. It highlighted new frontiers for sustainable growth, from powering the green transition and strengthening health and food systems, to building the transport and digital infrastructure that regional and global integration demand. It showcased bankable projects. New partnerships were forged. Backed by the €150 billion Global Gateway Africa-Europe investment package and aligned with Agenda 2063, the message from this year's forum was a resounding one. Stronger partnerships built on mutual priorities and respect are the pathway to shared prosperity. For businesses, societies and people across Africa and the EU.
We can only fund and support about 1,000 to 3,000 entrepreneurs each year, but we get applications over 600,000. So you see that there's so many ideas on the continent. Africa is not suffering from a lack of idea, totally not.
The takeaway is really that, one, we need to work more to de-risk investment and also collaboration between the various stakeholders. But really, Africa has the opportunities, the resources are there, but the question is, create that environment that attracts investment, but also the perception, the risk perception, we need to address that to ensure that, investors are comfortable to invest on the continent.
We need to mobilize private capital at exponential scale. It's in the trillions. The EU should really think very hard and smartly about how can it crowd in that 33 odd trillion from the European institutional investment community. We have them partner with the African institutional investment community to really go full in on low carbon green technology type investments, from the mine right through to the final green technology, and then being able to really lead the sale of these and marketing of these new green technologies in the global green industrial economy. That's a $10 trillion economy. And Europe and Africa are supremely well placed with the technology and the finance and the raw materials and the youth dividend to be able to take full advantage of that.
We are ready as a developer to play our role, and I think this is the greatest renewable opportunity of the 21st century.
Through this global gateway, Africa Union and European Union are progressing in terms of local manufacturing. We have now several facilities which are existing in Africa, especially since the pandemic. The good thing is that you have local investors in Africa who are looking for partnership on this. A tremendous shift. This shift reflects the fact that it's now a co-creation. Not any longer technical assistance, not any longer a kind of one-way technology.
Why I came here to the forum is to broaden the coalition of the willing and try to bring that message that critical infrastructure is difficult to develop, increasingly more for countries, even it's in Europe or Africa, doesn't matter. And through partnerships, we will be able to realize that critical infrastructure while maintaining full sovereignty on strategic assets, and by attracting investments from the private sector on those platforms.
The digital divide is one of the daunting challenges of our time in our continent. It could be an opportunity to major transformation for African economies. However, we need more investment in innovation, technology, artificial intelligence, and in broader terms, in digital economy.
We see there is a huge growth potential in Africa. So I think we need to push those investments. We need to push those corporations. I want to push also that the government can play a really important role here.
We need to bring artificial intelligence into the discussion because Africa's critical minerals are powering the global AI infrastructure. Yet at the same time, only 5% of Africa's innovators have access to the compute that it needs. So today's partnership is about bringing and building the AI infrastructure on the continent with Africa's innovators. With partners like Joseph from AFSEN, we are reimagining what partnerships mean.
Invest in Young Businesses in Africa project is absolutely spot on and is really working in many countries now in Africa to produce this kind of support that is needed for the private sector development and for the young businesses to thrive.
Right now we have a program called Timbuktu, where in Angola we're going to launch our Agritech Hub, which is a hub for entrepreneurship innovation on agriculture base. So we want to boost the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Angola, and we want to support the youth of Angola.
That's why we are here, to see how we solve our problems with our private sector of Europe, to make sure that it's a shared prosperity, it's a shared responsibility to realize our Africa Continental Free Trade Area, to realize our Agenda 2063 development agenda, because it is not only the government who will do it alone, it's the private sector.
There is no doubt that the African continent will be the powerhouse of global growth in the coming decades. The manpower is on the continent. The resources are in the continent. The future of the world is in this continent.
E neste contexto que saudamos vivamente iniciativas como a Global Gateway, por assumirem compromissos firmes com a mobilização de recursos para o investimento em infraestruturas que criam oportunidades, congregam investidores, ampliam mercados e consolidam a integração económica de modo amplo e diversificado, como é o caso do corredor do Lobito.
1/3 of Africa's total trade is with Europe, and we are Africa's largest investor with 240 billion euros in 2023 alone. But I think we can achieve much more together, because now is the moment to invest in Africa and to partner with Africa. This continent has everything it takes to deliver prosperity at home and to shape the global economy of tomorrow.
The AU-EU Business Forum 2025 showed strong public and private sector vision and commitment to shaping stronger business relations. It spotlighted how innovative businesses of all sizes are ready to realise the immense opportunities on the African continent and deliver real and lasting impact. With Global Gateway unlocking new routes to finance and collaboration, and with partners on both continents pledging to work together, the momentum sparked in Luanda does not end here. It accelerates. Together, public and private sector leaders from Africa and Europe are shaping a more connected and prosperous future. One investment, one partnership, and one breakthrough at a time.